welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to pass. It's Helton. Got it in the middle. It's Gary. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket and complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off and pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Gonna let it fly. He got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Helton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Bradley. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the third down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. That's caught. It's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll do it himself. Throws out behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Helton. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision to
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the give off the left side. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Eagles want to move quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Helton. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's got it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down there.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown ball. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Helton. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dallas. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping all sides.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Odom. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here is the Tennessee offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll open the second half on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Volunteers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Vols need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He'll keep it himself. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Helton. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the back of red pass coverage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Volunteer. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer to what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Breaks the tackle. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And this this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gary. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Using his legs, it's Butler. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and calling the fumble.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Oh, he's got some space. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not finding any running room. I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Here's a hit. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballman, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try the right side. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Just complete and utter